Hey beautiful, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Whitney. So in today's video, we're going to be breaking down Jeffree Star's latest apology video. If you don't know who Jeffree Star is, he is a YouTuber. He also owns a very successful cosmetics line, Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And he is a person who is very out there and loves the drama. He's very problematic. This is like his third apology video, fourth. I don't even know by this point. I have no idea. I mean, I had bought his makeup before and I didn't really know all the drama with him. I mean, I knew he was very outspoken. I knew that. And I knew like he's extremely extroverted. I didn't know the extent to who he actually was. So yeah, let's just dive on into this video.
What's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Now, I've been silent for a very long time. I know that's very rare for me. I've taken a lot of time to do a lot of self-reflection. Now in the past, I've been very guilty of speaking out of anger, out of frustration, out of my emotions. I'm so quick to grab my phone and just say whatever is on my mind in that moment without ever really thinking the ramifications of my words, my actions, and for the first time in a very long time, I'm really reflecting on my behavior and mine alone. And I've come to a lot of realizations, and it's been really important to actually understand everything that I was a part of, that I did wrong, and really start a new chapter for myself. I've spent a lot of time realizing why I do certain things and why I do the things that I do. And today, there are no excuses.
He's talking about self-reflection. He hasn't been on YouTube. He hasn't been posting on social media. He's been very silent, which is very strange for Jeffree because he is just like bam in your face. When he says he's been self-reflecting, I can appreciate that. You know, I've done a lot of self-reflecting over quarantine, and just I feel like especially these past couple of years. So I do appreciate that he is taking the time to look inwards and seeing what he did wrong and not so much other people. So I was really pleasantly surprised. I don't know, maybe he's changed this time. However, I don't know about you guys, but when I do a lot of self-reflecting and I tend to, well, there's sometimes where I will look towards other people and try to see, but usually when I self-reflect, it is by myself. I am off of social media. I'm not posting anything. I'm not liking anything. You know, I am just with me, and that's pretty much it. Yes, he has been silent on social media, but he's still been liking posts. He's been hanging out with other celebrities. He's been in other people's posts, like Black China tagged him. He liked that. He also was in a video of some YouTubers where, I don't know, Jeffree Star buys my Lamborghini or something like that. So I don't really think he's been taking this time to actually self-reflect. I think he's just kind of been ignoring everything and didn't want to admit to anything, didn't want to say anything, didn't really know what to say. But I do like how he says that there's not going to be any excuses. So let's just continue.
A year ago, I did a video called Never Doing This Again, and I meant that.
He references his prior apology video, and then he says that he meant that. But here's the thing. He has. His actions have proven it time and time again. He hasn't changed.
And 2020 has been really, really crazy, and I have added to the chaos. When I filmed my video called Never Doing It Again, I meant every word in the video. Did I slip up? Am I human? Have I done some fucked up things? Of course I have.
He is trying to relate to us. He's trying to get us to say, you know what? you make mistakes too. Haven't you ever made a mistake? Of course you have. Haven't you ever said, oh, I'm never gonna do this again, but then you do it? So he is trying to say, without actually saying it, trying to say, you know what, you're the same as me, so you should really actually forgive my actions because you've broken promises and you've made mistakes as well. Let's continue.
But at the end of the day, today, once again, I will not be exposing anyone. For everyone saying Jeffree's gonna be coming with the receipts and we all need to get ready to forgive, that is the opposite of who I am. I know I'm dramatic, I'm crazy at times, I'm outspoken.
He definitely watched Tati's video. She definitely felt like he is going to explode and start exposing people because that's what he does. He has receipts on everybody. He said it himself. He's got blackmail on lots of people.
But at the end of the day, that is not who I am. And today I will not be sitting here showing a million text messages and all these things that allegedly are out there. That's not it. I will not be entertaining it. My lawyers are entertaining it behind the scenes, but I will not be.
He either doesn't want to expose this, well, he claims it's for his lawyers, whatever, because he doesn't want to talk about it, and because, you know, he's not that type of person, which we all know to be very untrue.
I know this may sound shocking coming from my mouth, but when you accept that you are the problem, you can become the solution.
That is very true. Like I said, you cannot identify a problem unless you know where it's stemming from. You cannot change your behavior unless you know why you are acting the way that you are. You know, I've been going to therapy for maybe 2 years now. I don't know, but I've learned a lot about myself. I've become a lot more insightful. I've learned that, like Jeffree just said, that he realized why he does things that he does. Until we realize why we do certain things or say certain things, we cannot change it until we know why, until we know what the root cause is. So I can agree with that. I think that's great.
And I've definitely put myself in the victim mentality before when I knew I was wrong and I didn't want to admit it, I wasn't ready to, and I was too insecure.
Basically, what a lot of us do, we get defensive when somebody accuses us of something, whether it's true or not. Most of the time, in Jeffree's case, it's true. And he gets defensive and he starts dropping bombs here and there and everywhere. It seems like he is taking accountability right here. It does seem like that, right? Let's continue watching.
But today, there are no excuses. I'm someone that has impulse control, and I'm fully admitting my flaws, and I hope that people can learn from me. I have moments where I get fired up. I don't think things through. I don't think about how my actions will affect others while I'm saying them. And when you speak from your emotions without fully processing something, it is one of the most unhealthy things, and that is a very major problem of mine.
He talks about not making any excuses for his apology or any excuses for his behaviors. However, he just basically told us, hey, look, I have impulse control and I haven't really self-reflected in the past, so that's why I do what I do. That's why I did what I did. So it's not really my fault because, you know, that was just who I am. Who I was, or who I am, whatever. But I do think it's important too for all of us to realize or to understand why somebody does something. I think he was trying to show us, hey, look, here's why I did it, even though it's not okay. Although he doesn't quite exactly say that. He says, learn from my mistakes. Which, yeah, we should all learn from everybody's mistakes. Anyways, let's continue.
A lot of people want me to address this situation.
He calls it the situation. So are we talking about Tati, Shane Dawson, James Charles and all that drama. Is that what we're talking about? Is that the situation he's referring to, or is he talking about his racism, his misogyny, his being friends with a pedophile? I mean, like, the list goes on and on.
And a lot of people were putting a time stamp, like, Jeffree, you need to speak on this right now. And I think that we live in a world where people are just so used to doing what people want right away, and that's not good either. I think it's been very important to stay off of social media. I haven't been on in weeks. I haven't read anything, I haven't clicked a video, I haven't seen anything.
You haven't been on social media for weeks, really? It's obvious you watched Tati's video because you basically quoted her when you're like, I'm not gonna go off on anybody, I'm not gonna be showing receipts, because that's not who I am. So let's continue.
And it's been really about finding myself again and remembering why I'm here and how my actions can affect other people and everyone around me. I know there's a lot of people waiting for me to address the situation.
Okay, this is the second time he said the situation.
Now, I didn't try to take anyone down. I'm not a villain in a movie. This isn't a Netflix series with a crazy storyline. I know it sounds like it, and trust me, I'm sure I'd watch it as well, but this is my real life. And a lot of things that are happening and being said are false.
He says a lot of the things that are being said about him and this and that are false, but he's not taking accountability for what he's done. I guess he's saying, I've done some bad things, I've done some mistakes, made some mistakes, but a lot of the stuff that people are saying about me, that's not true. Okay, we're not here for that. We're here for you to take accountability for your actions and for you to tell us what you did actually do, okay? By saying a lot of people have said things about me that aren't true, what does he mean by that? What things is he talking about? Is he talking about the racism again? Is he talking about the pedophilia? You know, what is he talking about here? We don't really know. I feel like he purposely is doing that though, so that each of us watching can fill in the blanks with our own idea of what he's apologizing for or taking accountability for without having to actually reflect on it. Also, by him not straight up addressing or saying anything, he also doesn't have to expose himself to people who aren't already aware of other bad things that he has done, which, you know, I found out a lot. Like, I didn't realize he had done a lot, and I think a lot of people don't realize that. And I feel like he doesn't exactly address what it is that he's talking about because he doesn't want other people to know if they don't already know. All right, let's continue.
Someone else tries to take someone else down or their career and it doesn't work, you can't just take a few more down with you. That's not how life works. We have to all take accountability for our own actions and no one else's. And that's what I will continue to do. And if I don't, please fucking remind me.
Yes, we all do need to take accountability for our own actions. I do believe that. And I think it's great how he says, and if I'm not, call me out on it. Hold me accountable, you know? But wait, the comments are disabled. So, yeah. How are people supposed to call him out on things he may have said in the video? They weren't exactly okay if his comments are disabled. I guess they can't.
Now, I know that I've had a very hard time doing that in the past, and that will not be happening again. Now,
it won't be happening again, guys, even though the comments are disabled.
Now, did I mix myself up in drama? Did I speak on things I shouldn't have speak on? Of course I did. Did I believe certain things instead of asking the source? Did I get caught up in the hype? Did I do dumb shit? And did I not just simply call James Charles and ask questions myself? 100%. And that is my fault.
So he said basically he had people talking in his ear, telling him things, which is what Tati told everybody him and Shane were doing. to her and says the same thing too, that he didn't talk to James like he should have. Just like Tati said in her video, it's kind of like he's piggybacking off of hers. He's like, I don't know. But here he does say that he takes full responsibility for that, which he should. I mean, we can all be influenced by people, yes, definitely. But at the end of the day, it is each of our own decisions for the choices we make.
I would like to personally apologize to James Charles for the words that I've said and for my actions. If I was really close with someone, I should have had the ability to just simply call them and ask and say, hey, these were the things that were being said to me. Instead, I didn't. I let people really gas me up, get me going behind the scenes, and I really fell for a lot of things and I got caught up in the hype. It's disgusting, it's awful, and none of it should have happened. So James, I am truly sorry for my actions and my behavior.
Okay, let's stop it there again. It seems that he has not apologized to James at all, except for in this video. Is James really gonna watch this? I don't know. I do agree that yes, you should publicly apologize. It makes it seem like you haven't talked to him or tried to apologize to him or have said anything. And I mean, how hard would that have been? I mean, come on. He could tweet it out. He could text, call. He could write a letter. I mean, like, heck, he could probably even show up on his doorstep. I mean, I wouldn't suggest doing that, no. I don't think he has apologized for that. And, you know, just like in Tati's video, she apologized. But yeah, he is claiming to have been gaslit and that he had people talking in his ears telling him things. So he talks about how he's not that kind of person, and his past actions have shown us otherwise, and that probably was him orchestrating a lot of it. Anyways, we're talking about
2020 has been very tumultuous for a lot of us. It has been a very crazy year, and I think that James and myself and anyone involved would agree with me that there are way bigger issues happening on this planet. I know that some people may, Jeffree, you're just saying this as a distraction. Jeffree, no, reality is here, and makeup, drama, and beauty, community, gossip, and tea, it may be entertainment for you, and it used to be for me, but it's my life and it's their lives. And right now, outside of our walls, our world is falling apart.
Okay, he is right. There are far more important things that we should be focusing on. He's absolutely right about that. However, he's using that to deflect. Like, hey, okay, enough about the situation. Because there are bigger things. Let's say your child takes $20 from your purse, or let's say you take $20 from your mom's purse. What do you think your mother's gonna say? You think you're gonna get in trouble? Yeah, definitely. Do you think you could change getting into trouble by saying,
you know, Mom, there's a lot more that we should be focusing on right now and worrying about. 20 bucks out of your purse isn't that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things, if you think about what's going on in the world right now.
like, what? No. Yes, there are things going on in the world right now. Huge things, and we should all be focusing a lot of our energy into them. This video, however, is your video. You can talk about what you want on it. People want you to address the situation. They are looking for answers. They want to know whether they should continue to support you or whether they should just throw all your stuff in the garbage bin. They want answers, and I think everybody deserves to have the answers, because at the end of the day, we are spending our money on his products. Sorry, I hope you guys can still hear me. So people are spending their money on his products, so they have a right to know and then to make a decision from him either owning up or whatever. By what he's given us so far in this video, we can say, Has he really addressed the situation? Has he really taken accountability? Is he really apologizing? We can draw a conclusion from what he's given us from the video on how we should continue to go forward, to support his products or to not support his products. Now, he needs to remember that the people who have given him this lifestyle is the public. He wouldn't have it if people didn't buy his product. Anyways, let's continue.
And it's truly shocking. So I'm not going to give you an expose of the beauty community. I'm not going to end anyone today. I've never blackmailed anyone in my life.
And he has literally said in his Snapchats and stuff that he has blackmail material on everybody. So, I mean, heck, he probably has some on me, you know.
I've never committed a crime before and I've never been to jail.
Okay, are you trying to convince us that you're a great person because you haven't been to jail? Because, I mean, there are a lot of bad people who haven't been to jail. And there are good people who have been to jail. Is calling someone a racist name or calling someone a pedophile or whatever, is that a crime? No, it's not. It shouldn't be done, but it's not a crime. So is he trying to say that, look guys, like, I haven't committed like actual crimes, so I'm a good person. This stuff that I said here or that I did whatever, don't worry about that, okay? Because it's not that big of a deal, even though it is a big deal.
It's been hard to process a lot of what is being said, but involving the situation, I would just like to say that James Charles, I'm very sorry.
He says he's sorry to James Charles, but what is he sorry for? I don't know about you guys, but when I was a child, when me and my brother would be fighting with each other or whatever, so I had a tendency to scream in my brother's ear. So let's use that as an example. I'd have to say, I'm sorry, Torrance, for screaming into your ear. That wasn't okay for me to do. I know it hurt your ear and it wasn't okay for me to do. I was upset and it's still not okay. So I'm sorry for screaming into your ear. As far as we know, for Jeffree apologizing to James Charles, is he, I'm sorry, James, about the situation. We don't know. Maybe he's apologizing for the sky being blue. Who knows? I don't. None of us do. Maybe James on the other end, maybe he actually knows what he's supposed to be apologizing for. But then again, like I said, if somebody's apologizing to me, I want to know what exactly they're apologizing for, because I really don't think that they mean it if they're not explaining what they're apologizing for. Also, I feel like when you apologize to people, when you're saying what you did, I believe it's acknowledging that you have done something wrong and you are admitting to your fault. But, you know, what do I know?
Anything else that you guys want to know, it will never be spoken about. You can ask other people. I, just like last year, have fully removed myself. And did I get swept up into the bullshit again? Of course I did. And for that, I'm forever embarrassed of.
He's forever embarrassed, which, yeah, but is he sorry? For that, I am forever sorry. I regret it. I am embarrassed. I feel like he's making it about him. I feel embarrassed about my past actions. You should feel sorry for me because, my God, look at what I did in the past. You know that's pretty bad, and although it's not the worst, it's pretty embarrassing. I mean, you have to admit. And look at, this is my life. This is my reputation on the line. This is my real life. I am living it. I am being called names, blah, 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 blah. People are saying stuff about me. It's not fun. It's not fun for me because the drama is involving me and not somebody else. I feel like it's not really, like he's not really saying, I'm sorry to all these people. I'm sorry to my fans. I am sorry to my supporters. I am sorry to the beauty community. I am sorry to the black community because he said a ton of racist things. You can even go, I am sorry to women. I am sorry because he said a lot of misogynistic stuff. And he should be apologizing for hanging out with predators. There's a lot of stuff that he needs to apologize to a lot of people for. And I feel like he's not really addressing, look at how I may have affected somebody's life because of these horrible things that I said to them. See a little bird, too cute.
Now, Breonna Taylor still has no justice. Black trans women are being murdered every day and the news is silent. Elijah McClain has no justice, and the countless other people who are murdered every single day while everyone just goes about their business like nothing's happening. And I think that drama and the beauty world, which I have definitely been a part of, it all has to stop. Now, 6 months ago, before COVID and everything hit our world, it was such a different place for all of us. And including myself, it's really time to reflect on the big picture.
Wow. Using Breonna Taylor and Elijah McClain and other black people who are being brutally murdered to deflect from you taking responsibility, wow. That is not okay. I feel like he's trying to say, hey guys, like look over here, what's going on over here? Okay, so don't be paying attention to what I did over there. Look what's going on over here in the world. Does he tell us, hey, this is how you can help these people's families. This is how you can help the black community. This is how you can help the black trans women. This is how you can help Breonna Taylor's family. This is how you can help Elijah McClain's family. You know, this is how you can educate people. Does he tell us that? He doesn't even leave a link in the description box. I mean, he doesn't even say anything about, you know, hey, sign this petition for Breonna Taylor to get justice, to get the officers who shot her, to get them behind bars where they should be. Nothing. Nothing. Had he mentioned any of that, or put links even in the description box, it would have been far more believable that he actually cared about what was going on in the world, about inequality and all the stuff that the black community faces. But the fact that he didn't do that tells me he's just using it to deflect, because everybody does know that this is a huge issue and we should be solving it and focusing on it. I just feel so pissed off and so sad for Elijah's family and Breonna's family. Well, obviously for what happened, of course, definitely, because he doesn't really care. And he's a huge influencer and has a lot of the public eye on him, so just use those tragedies for him to not take accountability is so low. So freaking low. If he really wanted to help the black community, I feel like he could have easily directed this video to where he talks more in depth about the black community and how we can help and what we can do and all this and that, but he doesn't. Everybody wants to know this situation. What a perfect spot to bring that up in, because you can really help a lot of black lives by addressing the situation and by talking about how we can help black lives, how we can stop these injustices from happening.
There's other things to focus on, but you know, you do that on your own. You can kind of focus on that stuff on your own. I'm just gonna mention a few things here. I'm not gonna get into any of that because I've got more important things to talk about.
Wow.
Now, Shane Dawson. He is one of my best friends and someone who helped me remember who I am when I was starting to crack and lose focus of who I really was. He is genuine, amazing, he is selfless, and he is one of the most kind people that I've ever met in my entire world. I know that Shane would put his family and friends before himself in a flash. Now, did Shane and I get caught up in the drama and do some dumb shit? Of course we did. But that is my best friend, and I was actually truly shocked that people thought that I was going to distance myself from him or that my silence was anything but support. I know Shane from now. I don't know Shane from 10 years ago, and he doesn't know me from 10 years ago. Now, do I agree with Shane's past actions? Of course I don't. And does he agree with my past behavior? Of course he doesn't.
So he says he was truly shocked that anybody thought that he would not drop Shane like that. I mean, but that's what he's done with all of his other friends. When he's no longer benefiting from them, when it no longer suits him, he doesn't need you anymore. So I think it wasn't a stretch or far-fetched for people to think that he was gonna drop Shane, especially because he wasn't defending him or anything. I think what he was trying to do was not, you know, involve himself in any of it. Like, I'm just gonna sit back here and lay low for a while until things kind of die down, and then I'll come back out. But things didn't really die down. People have been talking. He had to say something. I feel like he was behind the scenes thinking,
should I be friends with him still or not? Well, the public says I'm not going to be his friend anymore, and everybody else is claiming that I drop people when they're no longer of use to me. So I should probably stay friends with him. He's also made inappropriate remarks towards children and young girls that doesn't really paint me in the best light because I'm his friend. I know. I'll just say that, you know, that's in the past. You know, we all have a past. We've all done bad things we're not proud of. So it's okay because they're no longer like that.
Honestly, that's what I think he was doing.
I know the amazing person that he is today, and you don't abandon your friends. I know a lot of people have said, Jeffree, you've had a lot of tumultuous friendships in the beauty world. Yes, I 100% have, but in reality, I have a lot of amazing, real people behind the scenes, and I'm forever grateful for those people who always remind me of who I am, because lately, I definitely was slipping. Now, what me and Shane accomplished together, business-wise, I hope that it inspires anyone out there that wants to start a business, that is an entrepreneur, or who is afraid to get off their feet. Because remember, I used to be homeless and work at the mall, and I really just said, you know what? I want to create my own vision, and that's what I did. And he has always believed in me.
He is once again trying to relate to us, like, hey guys, I know I'm sitting here on this velvety couch, and I know I'm sitting in my mansion that costs, like, I don't even, like, you could even afford to buy the door handle on my front door, you know, like, it costs more than your salary. So I think he's just saying all this stuff like, look guys, I was poor once, you know? I was just like you. I had it worse than you, actually. Look at where I'm at now, you guys. We've all done things in the past, but it really doesn't matter what we've done in the past because we can still be successful. Yes, there are certain things that I feel are, you know, yeah, okay, I can forgive somebody for doing XYZ, but can I forgive somebody for being friends with somebody who's said terribly inappropriate, uncomfortable things to children to make them feel very uncomfortable and all this and that? And I mean, what kind of message is that sending young people? What kind of message is that sending our society? That you can do racist things, you can get somebody to nearly commit suicide, you can be a pedophile, you can be misogynistic, and none of that matters because you can still become famous. People will still support you. So it's okay to do that. I mean, I'm gonna say it's not, but we all know I'm not gonna change. I'm just using this because my PR team told me I had to. All right, let's continue.
All right, now, no matter what narrative anyone tries to spin of me, I am so fucking proud to own an inclusive makeup company. Since I opened my doors in 2014, I have created products for everyone. Any product, shade, or formula I've created has worked for any race, gender, and most importantly, I want you guys to remember that all beauty matters. And from the very first ad of my company, I have always shown people of color and anyone, no matter what size your body are or what gender you are accepted in Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I know a lot of people try to deter from my message, and sometimes I've deterred it myself through negativity and drama, but that won't be happening anymore. I will always use my platform and my voice for good.
As it should be. He's reminding us, hey guys, look, I'm not racist because I made dark shades of concealer, okay? So, can't be racist. You can still have a bunch of inclusive colors. You can still use this person, that person of this race, blah, 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 blah. That doesn't necessarily equal you not being racist. Like, serial killers still have friends, okay? They still don't kill everybody, right? Here's the thing. People can still be racist and have inclusiveness. So what I mean by that is if he wasn't providing more options for people who have darker skin tones, if he wasn't giving them multiple options to choose from, it's gonna, one, make him look bad. And two, he's gonna miss out on a huge market. That's a lot of money in his pocket. He's not gonna get that money if he doesn't cater to these other people as well.
Now, I remember when brands were making 10 concealers and 15 foundation shades, and they thought that that was correct. I remember speaking up very loudly to my peers and other people in this industry saying that it was wrong, and I got a lot of shit for it, but I always stuck up for what's right, and I always will. When huge corporations have stolen from small brands, I was the first one to speak up very loudly. Now, sometimes it can be misconstrued for drama or tea or being sarcastic, but the message was always that no, you have to do right in this industry. And that's what I'll always stand by.
So he says that he has stood up for smaller companies, which yes, he did, which is amazing, yes. Definitely should be doing that. He called Huda Beauty out, for copying Beauty Bakery's smaller black-owned business for copying that campaign. So here he's reminding us, hey guys, look at all of the good that I have done. That should void all of my bad behaviors from the past.
Now, I just want to say thank you to everyone out there who has been supporting me, DMing me, messaging me, and just showing so much love. I know that sometimes it's not popular to be a fan of me, to be my friend, but it has been so much for all the ride or dies and the millions of people who have just been waiting for me to come back. Just know that it has been very important to actually self-reflect and not just grab my phone and say whatever I'm feeling in that moment. This has been me silent for a reason. I've been really, really working on myself. And I definitely was distracted. There's also been a lot of things going on in my personal life which will never be excuses, and I'm not gonna talk about them today, but just know that we're all human beings and we're all going through a lot.
We all have things going on in our personal lives. That is true. But should that excuse us from saying racist things, from stirring up drama, from not taking accountability? Should that excuse us from acting badly?
What is next? You guys know, Jeffree Star Cosmetics will never be slowing down, and I'm so excited for everything that is coming for the rest of 2020. I know that the makeup world is changing, the beauty community is shifting, and COVID has transformed our entire world. But what's coming next is one of my most exciting projects ever, and I can't wait. August is going to be very exciting. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching and listening to my words, and thank you for allowing me to have time to articulate my thoughts and not just upload a video out of emotions. I will be back very soon with new videos, new makeup tutorials, and of course, new products. So thank you guys so much for watching this, and I will see you soon. Mwah. Bye guys.
Okay, at the end of the video, he just says, okay guys, so my company, okay, yes, we're gonna be doing blah, 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 blah. We got new products coming for you guys, woo, right? Ha ha ha. wow, because earlier in the video, he said there are more important things to focus on than the drama that he's been involved in, than the makeup, than the beauty community, anything. There are far more important things to focus on. And then he's like, hey guys, my makeup. It's like, does this dude even have a PR team? I can't imagine being as wealthy as he is. I mean, like, I know we can still be pretty dumb. We all have our moments. There are times where we don't want to take accountability and whatnot. But I can't imagine being that wealthy and having the means to have a PR team that would paint me in a better light. Personally, I feel like it would have been better if he had just stayed silent. But I know there's a lot of people who are forgiving him, and I guess that's your choice. This video, I feel like, was supposed to be an apology video. He said doing what is right. And then he says there are more important things to focus on, and then he talks about new launches coming. That's for another video, okay? Like, I know a lot of times I'll put a bunch of different things into one video, but that was just gross to do that. That was horrible. Okay, so let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments below. Did you like this type of video? Do you want me to do more like this? Like, will you continue to support Jeffree Star? Do you think he's changed? Do you agree or disagree with what I said? Alright guys, that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. If you didn't, then go ahead and dislike it. That's fine, whatever. Whether you agreed with it, disagreed with it, let me know in the comments below.